Welcome to episode 503 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Burton. Apartment Hacker is my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So I have a viewer question to answer this morning, and that is books or resources in the area of sales, or in our case, in our industry, leasing. And I really strongly believe that there are foundational books that one should read before they get really deep into, let's say, tips and tactics for sales. And before I give you the book recommendations, I would like to say, or I'd really suggest and emphasize that the best form of sales training and leasing training is doing it. Doing it every single day, taking an individual look at every single, let's call it a transaction, or sales experience and the touch points that are related to that. So every time you go out and you do a sales presentation or a leasing presentation, you come directly back to the office after you get away from the consumer, you sit down and you think through every single thing, every single touch point that you went through while you were touring and demonstrating and working through a sales process with the consumer, and then critique yourself and have others critique you. That is the fastest way to learn. Now, if you really are a book learner, or you learn well from books, my suggestion is start with The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. It's an incredible book. I think it's a parable. I think that's the right way to describe that book, but it's an incredible foundational book to read. And then the other one is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, which is old school. Both of those books are from like the 60s, I believe, or maybe even prior to that. But I believe they sort of set a firm foundation for building your sales presentation or your sales character, who you are as a person in the sales field. So start there. And then in a future episode, I'll give you some more recommendations that are more related to tips, tactics, tricks, etc., that I think are useful and add value to a salesperson's learning process. But again, I would encourage you, just go do sales, understanding you are going to fail a lot in the beginning, and those failures are the lessons that will most deeply imbue on your mind and help you be a better salesperson. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.